am Melinda Walter. I'm the Senior Program Manager of Preventative and School-Based Services. So I am the Program Manager of Schuyler County. In Schuyler County, we're a small but mighty team. We have a home finder, and the home finder is responsible for recruiting and certifying foster homes. And she works really hard to help make sure that the foster parents have the training that they need, the support they need to provide the best care that they can for the children that come into their homes. I also have a permanency specialist, and what she does is work with kiddos most of the time that are already in the foster care system. She's working with them and their families to help identify resources that might be able to be more of a long-term permanent resource in their life, whether that means taking on a role as an adoptive parent, or even just, somebody that can mentor and coach them along the way, just to be a positive role model. And then we also have BREDS, which stands for Teens Helping Resiliency Emerge and Diversion Services. It's quite a mouthful, but that is exactly what we do. So we're the PINS Diversion Program for Schuyler County, and we work with families and kiddos who the kids are having some behaviors, some defiance or running away or truancy, those kind of behaviors. And we work with them to try to figure out the underlying reasons behind the behaviors to help them really navigate ways to to reduce those behaviors, to change the negative back into positive behaviors. And it really is a team effort, and that being the team family. So we get to join and partner alongside the family to do those things. And in addition to that, to managing that program, I get to help support the other preventive programming that we have here in Love House, and also the school-based program as well. So it keeps you busy, but it's a lot of fun and very rewarding. So I guess one instance of a situation that brought me particular joy was a youth that we had been working with. He started in the BREDS program. He had not been going to school, and his parents were just really struggling to figure out what direction to go and how to support him and get him back to where he needed to be. While we were working with him, it became imminent that he was going to be removed from the home and placed in the foster care system due to other circumstances that arose. And we were fortunate that his caseworker through BREDS was in the process of becoming certified as a foster parent. And so it worked out that he was able to, as he came into foster care, he was able to be placed in her home with someone that he already knew. And as hard as it is and traumatic as it is to have a removal, I think that helped to make it easier for the whole family, because it was somebody that they all knew and had been working together with and already partnering with in a different way. Our permanency specialist was also able to start working with him as well, and worked with him throughout the life of the case. And so what ended up happening was the caseworker was granted kinship guardianship of this youth. And what that means is that he gets to stay connected with his birth family, and instead of it becoming like separate circumstances, they all can work together, and he can still thrive with his new home and also be connected with his family and maintain those relationships, which is really important for his growth and resiliency too. And the really exciting thing is in the little over a year that he was in foster care, he went from being extremely behind in school to not only did he catch up, but he made grade level and he made very good grades and was able to start the new school year at his grade level. So that was really exciting and showed a lot of effort and work on everybody's part, but his most of all. So that brought me a lot of joy. And in that situation, it was demonstrating how we as an agency can touch the lives of children in multiple ways, because he was able to participate in many of the kind of programs that we offer. Well, I have to say that I thought about this a lot. So I would say, and so I've been with Clubhouse for 11 years. And in that 11 years, we've seen a lot of change, but probably none so much as so rapidly as in the past year. And I see that as being so many different systems changing all at once, and we as an agency really trying to come together as a team to face those challenges and make sure that we're keeping up with everything. And I have to say that the best part about all of that, as hard as the whole year has been, is that along the way, I've had wonderful supervisors who have been encouraging and motivating, really doing what they can to stay on top of the changes, to make sure that they're disseminating information. And also my staff has just been so flexible and so willing to make those changes with a very positive attitude and just come together and come alongside me and say, okay, we got this, we can do this. So it really has been, as challenging as it's been a really wonderful experience to see the whole team coming together, not just in the Skylar program, but as an agency as a whole. So I'm excited about the next year as well. And we work with bad kids. And I tell every kid that comes through my program, I don't work with bad kids. I work with kids and families that need a little extra support, and that's what we're here to do, is to come alongside you, be part of your team, and support you so that things can continue to go smoothly and successfully, whatever you define that as in the future. So that is really what we try to do, and that's what keeps me going most of the time. I hope when youth leave our programs that they leave knowing that they get to choose their own success. Nobody can choose for them. They can't control other people's behaviors, but they can learn how to control their own. And most of all, I hope that they take away with them that knowing that they have somebody that's in their corner and that truly cares about them. So I think the impact that the Finger Lakes gets to have on our programs is because we are this year really excited that we get to supply Thanksgiving dinner for our families. And I know that there are some families that are not sure where that meal is coming from, and other families who, maybe are making choices between what those needs need to look like. And so just being able to relieve a little bit of stress around the holidays is really helpful. And I know that being able to take what is given and give to others is truly the blessing. And also it leaves a mark with the families that there are people out there who truly care. I think the only other thought that I have is, and the way that people can help the most, is truly just be kind to one another, because you never know how the impact that you're going to have on somebody else's day through a kind word or a kind gesture. It can make all the difference in the world to that person.